Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a monthly review. So we have been doing this for quite few weeks now, so let's continue with that. We are going to review both Nifty and Bank Nifty as it's a month end, so we are going to do the monthly analysis as well. Okay, so we do the top down analysis, and first we go to the monthly, and we have been discussing this many times, right? So we said like this is in a range. When this month started, we said this is in a very tight range, and both bulls and bears are like trying hard to take the market in their direction. And now we also saw like what should be the objective for the bulls and bears. So from this candlestick right now, if you see, it's very clear that the bulls have been able to fulfill their objectives that they had set, right? So it looks very strong, and I don't expect a drastic move today, especially because this is the last day of this month. So I'm expecting this bar to be somewhat similar to what we are seeing now at the end of the day. So let's go into weekly now. So obviously we know it's the bulls that are in control at the moment. Okay, we always see from both bulls and bears perspective, so that we don't have any bias before that, and then we form what their objectives are, and according to that we trade. So let's go to weekly, and as you can see here, it has been continuous bull bars. Okay, just one bear bar here, and then they failed completely, and then now the bulls have taken over the market, right? So that's what the market is saying at the moment. And let's go to daily, and it's no different. Apart from that, it's just like it is around at the previous highs at the moment. Okay, so you might argue that could be the resistance level. Yeah, we'll come to that later. So right now it is at that critical juncture where it is ready to break out, or take a dip from this point. Okay, so that's the whole thing at the moment. So now let's take a look at the bear's perspective. All right, from bear's perspective, obviously, I mean, it's been rhetoric now. So it's been a massive bull run from here, and without any proper or decent correction. So that's the only thing they are sticking on to at the moment, and obviously that's not working well for them. And if we go to weekly as well, it's a very strong close, and the only thing is this is like their last resort, I would say. And if they cannot bring the market down from this point, then it's going to be a very tough chance for them. They can only expect only corrections, not a trend changing one at the moment. Okay, what I mean by that is, if they manage to bring the prices down from here, then they might look for some sort of correction like this, right? Otherwise, if it goes up from here, then this zone will act as support definitely, and all they can expect is to bring the prices here and then again give it back to bulls. So that's what I'm expecting. So this is kind of very important from the base perspective, that they have to do something like serious work here to bring the markets down, because it's very bullish at the moment. Regarding the objectives, yeah, their first objective would be to defend this high. Okay, defend this high, and I am not saying their first object is to break this low. I would definitely say to have a substantial impact, then they should break this low. Okay, if they manage to break this low, then we can see some sort of momentum with the bears. Otherwise, I don't see much momentum, because the market can just come down here and then starts going up. So unless they manage to break this low here, then it's very difficult for them to print something like this. Okay, so that's from the base perspective. Okay, so the first objective is to, obviously very minor objective is to take this low, but the major one should be to take this low out. Okay, that will be a kind of significant blow to the bulls, psychological blow, I would say. From bulls perspective now, obviously they should be really high on their confidence, and then they shouldn't see this level acting as any sort of resistance, because they managed to close convincingly within that range. At the moment we can see some sort of the indecision there, so that indecision should be taken out from the bulls, so from the market basically by the bulls. So they have to go above this and then close above that. That will give a very, very good psychological blow to the bears. So if market manages to do that, and especially today itself, if it manages to print a bar something like even this, okay, this green bar, that would print make the market close above the previous day's high. Okay, so that's the goal, and once they do that and they manage to convincingly, let me just do it like this, convincingly go above this resistance level here. Oops, sorry, this resistance level here, then that is going to act as a support for them in future. So if they manage to take the prices higher convincingly, then this will become support, and then they can continue the uptrend. So that's the whole idea. So that is the strategy for the bulls. So they have to go high and close above the previous day's bars, and then they don't mind a slight correction here. If you observe, we have been doing this analysis for quite few weeks, and we were very neutral while doing the analysis, and we know that the bulls were having an upper hand, and they were able to fulfill the objectives they had set for themselves very clearly and evidently. So how I want you to relate this analysis is basically, I have started the swing trading or momentum stocks stock selection video series as well. So how you can relate is, you can see if the bulls are able to achieve their objectives, then obviously you should look for buying opportunities that have shortlisted for swing trading. Okay, that's how you do. I mean, what I mean is, we were bullish on the market and we saw like the bulls were able to fulfill their objectives, so that's why I took a trade in PEL or SBI. Those are the trades I took in the direction of bull side, right? So that's how you have to associate it. If the market is going up, then it's better to select the stocks that are going higher rather than selling the stocks. What happens is, if the market is in the uptrend like this, even though a stock might be in a downtrend, so if the market is too bullish, then the fall might not be that significant, can go sideways, something like this. But if you pick a stock that is bullish, then even that will print quite a nice uptrending pattern like this. So that's the whole idea. You have to associate these things. You have a bias on the market, and then see if the market is doing what it should be doing according to your analysis. And if it is doing that, then you can select the stocks that are best suited for that kind of market condition. Okay, so identifying the stocks that is in sync with the market condition is the best one. So this is a perfect example, analogy you can say. If the market is going like this, even though a stock is trending down, it's not a good idea to sell this stock or select the stocks that is downtrending when in an uptrending market. It's always a good idea to pick a stock that is uptrending. Okay, so that's just one tip for you. And let's move on to Bank Nifty. We do the same thing on, and we have been noticing that Bank Nifty is slightly weaker compared to Nifty. Let me just take one screen here. Okay, so compared to Nifty, but we also know that Bank can move, make very high moves compared to Nifty. It's quite volatile, so it can easily catch up whatever the deficit it has with the Nifty. So that's the whole idea. And even here they were able to manage to print a very strong bull bar here, and I don't see that changing significantly in the last trading day today. Okay, weekly, yeah, you can see Nifty is at all-time highs, but Bank Nifty is yet to reach that level, so it's got some quite big room. So my analysis is basically, see, if you see, Nifty is at all-time high somewhere here, right? And Bank Nifty is somewhere here at the moment, let's say. So Bank Nifty has, and what we are expecting for Nifty to break out and take this level as support, right, and then go up. What Bank Nifty can do is, it's still got some room. It can come to this level and then take some time here and then break out from there. So pretty much it will be able to print similar kind of movements. Okay, so it will be in sync with the Nifty. That's what I'm expecting. So it's not like those two are contrasting in the sense, if the Nifty is going up and Bank Nifty is like coming down, it's not the case. Bank Nifty is a bit slow, that's all. Apart from that, they both are behaving in a similar manner, which is good, by the way. Okay, so from bear's perspective, it's very tough. It's kind of, they have to break the low of this big bar on weekly, or if you go on to daily, they have to take out these lows here. okay, not just this low. As with the Nifty we discussed, it's important that to take the lows of these, okay, so it has to come down and then start printing like this. So the first objective itself is to take this low, I would say. Okay, so only then they have a better chance of making an impact, okay, in the market. So now with bulls perspective, obviously it's pretty much the same. You know, from bank Nifty, the bulls perspective is to get to these highs. And how are they doing it? They are doing it with higher highs, higher lows. So even if it comes down, and this is a crucial level, the bank Nifty might take some support if it comes down at all and then go up, or it can start going up from here and then do something like this. So essentially the bull's objective is to reach this level, okay, that's their main objective, I would say. So that's it guys for Nifty and bank Nifty. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share and subscribe if you haven't done yet, and also join my free Telegram channel where I'll be giving some free live updates, and especially it's good for portfolio builder series, so I'll be updating there each and every time. At the moment we have allocated full 100% of our investment in the portfolio builder, and also we have reinvested profits that we got from our portfolio, okay, that we booked, and we have reinvested that. So keep an eye on that, and keep an eye on free Telegram channel so that you get some ideas. That's it guys, see you soon.